working folder.
Yeah, remove the dot, and there is also a dot after the.
Yes, that is some problem is there in that machine. Okay, Jenkins. Okay, installation directory must be in the local hard drive again.
Can you do the one thing, sir? Because you, as I can see, your Java version is 1.8. So can you uninstall this Java version and install the latest one? The latest one. Can you do? What is your which OS you are using?
Windows.
Windows you are using Windows 7 or what? Like Windows
Windows
10.
10. Windows 10.
Okay, then it's fine. Then you can do the one thing, sir. Go to the Chrome browser and type Java download. Okay, I think I have also provided the link. Okay,
Okay.
so yeah,
No, I
go
have
and
already downloaded these two. I think somewhere I kept it.
Vikas, yeah,
yeah.
can we install this Jenkins from command prompt? Like there's another option to download WAR file and install it by
Yeah,
command.
yeah.
Because some issue I'm facing.
Okay, I will look into that. Give me a second, sir. So, no problem, sir. You can go to the first control panel. Control panel, uninstall the previous Java version which you are using. If you go to the control panel, type control panel and open the control panel here. Okay, so open the control panel and go to the
I have opened, but it is.
Hey, put to exercise.
yeah. So go here, go to the programs and the feature. Somewhere here you can see third column, fifth row. Yeah, this one row. Yeah, and here you can go and you can check it here. So there is somewhere Java is there, right? Lot of things are there in your machine, sir.
Hey, Putto. Exercise ಮಾಡ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಹೋಗೋ.
See here, this many Javas are there.
Okay, 8 point.
So
Because you have downloaded multiple one. Okay, you can do the one thing, sir. Try to because without uninstalling the previous version, you had just installed the version, the another Java. So first uninstall all and install the latest version.
yeah, before
Okay.
that it asked me actually Java when I installed, no, that time it asked me like uninstall the previous versions. I gave yes, then it uninstalled all the version and then installed, but I don't know why it is showing these two. That message came from me actually.
Okay, you can uninstall this 3 and then
2007.
install
Okay.
the latest version of Java, like 16 or 11, and then you can try to install the Jenkins. Okay.
Okay, fine.
Yes, will do. You can share your screen.
Okay.
So please check, is it visible?
Yeah, you can see your screen.
I was facing issue here while installing. and I have this Java version.
Okay, no
Java.
problem.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, click on next. Next.
Now at this
Okay,
point, it's
give me a second. Select the first one. Select the second one. Second one. Okay. Accounts and select the first one.
actually it was saying not recommended, so I was earlier not doing.
No, you have to, that the second option when you working in the any organization, they will provide you the accounts and the password. Okay.
Okay.
So click on next.
So is that fine? Like working
Yeah,
local
yeah, yeah,
system?
yeah. Yeah, test the port. Click on test port. Now your Java, your Jenkins will run on this port 8080. Now next.
I think is it some common port, so it may cause problem later.
No,
Is
no,
it?
no. Fine, fine. Next. Next. You can see it in the back side. In the previous page, it's showing the Java version. If you go that, here you can see. Okay. Now you can go next. Okay, go next. Install.
For that account login thing, I actually search on internet, so they were saying this local security thing you have to update. Local security policies there. So
Mhm.
I tried by that thing also, but I was not getting that account username password. In local security group, I changed something.
Let's wait to complete this one. Finish. Just wait, wait, wait. It's loading. Again, reload. I think your internet is good, right?
Internet is there.
Okay, can you copy this URL and hit in the new browser? Can you copy this one and hit into the new browser? Any new tab, any new tab, open the new tab and hit there.
New browser.
New tab, new browser, everything.
I think, sir, that Firefox setting we have done. So there, uh, we have added.
It's not running on Firefox. It's running on Chrome. Open the Chrome browser and try to hit that URL, the localhost 8080. This is your Chrome browser, right?
Yes, I'm opening Edge. Uh,
Sir, open the Chrome browser. Simple now.
oh,
Any of the.
now it is. Yes, this is
Okay,
fine.
so you
Yeah,
will get this page, right? So go to this particular location, see Windows System 32. which you can see on the screen, right? Go to this particular path. Yeah, go to this particular path. Sir, open the command prompt. Open the command prompt. Command, not control R. Type control R. Window R. Sorry, window R. Window R, and paste the command here. The path, directory path. Yes. Now hit the. It's not opening. Now you can try. Remove the Jenkins secret file. Remove up to secret. Remove up to secret. What you are doing, sir? Remove up to not like that. Why you are searching like that, yeah? Remove up to the folder file. Where is the paste the things? Paste it here. Okay, remove the remove up to slash initial admin password. Remove that path, the last one. Yeah, remove the yeah, and then try to search. Window can't be accessed by a particular path. You have the appropriate permission access. It is a company laptop or your laptop?
Personal only.
Okay,
I think
no problem. Go to the C window, leave it. Go to the C window, C,
C drive.
C and window, okay, and then check the path. What is the path there? Go and check the path, sir. Which path it is? What mentioned there? C window system 32 config. Here, system 32. System 32 config. Here, config.
Config system.
Yeah, and then system. Yeah, okay. Here you have to. That's why it's not navigating. It's need that information. So here you have to go system profile. System profile. In every machine, this particular path location will be different, not the same. So you have to follow your path actually to get the password, to get the key, the license key, and then app data. Yeah, app data, and then check. I think it's local or roaming. Which one is this?
Local.
Local. And then go to Jenkins, and here you can go. Yeah, and here you will see one secret file is there.
Secret key.
Here secret folder is there. Yeah, and here you will see initial admin password, this file, right? Open that file, and here you will get the license key to open the install the Jenkins. Yeah, copy this one. Remove the space. You have also copied the space at the end. Yeah, copy the exact one. Do not copy the space. Yeah, now go and paste it there. Same process everyone have to do in your side. Okay, paste it here. Now continue. Okay, so after continue, after the select the first option. Select the first option. Yeah, so this will take time to install in your machine. Okay, this will take time actually. okay, to install in your machine. So at least half an hour to complete all the setup, right? After then you will get the welcome page. After then try to hit the URL, copy somewhere, copy this URL localhost 8080 and save it. Now it is your Jenkins URL. Okay, whenever you have to open, you have to use this URL to open the Jenkins. Okay, so this will take 30 minutes actually. Okay. Okay, so let me share my screen now.
Okay, guys. Thank you.
Okay, let me okay, we can start now. Guys, you can mute. Okay, so today we are going to discuss the designing part. Okay, how we can design your the collection, how you can design your collection. Let's suppose this is your collection, right? You are working in the project, right? And in the the API project, right? And in some of the company, you have joined the project in between the project, right? So then in that case you have the already design thing, the collection and the the flow you have already there, the the folders are there, the requests are there, you don't have to worry about much more. Okay, but let's suppose you joined as a new joiner and the project is also new. In that case, how you can design the thing, how you can design the thing. Okay, so let's do it. Okay, so let's suppose this is your collection name, test updated collection, right? This is your collection name, right? So and let me start the server first. Let me start the server first. It's very simple designing. And start the server. I have started the server right now. Now, let's suppose you are using that particular service, right? So this is your create employee folder, which we have already discussed, right? So whenever you are doing the testing, first what you are trying to do, you are testing the positive scenario, right? The positive scenario. So here let's suppose in your project you have the two resource are there, the employee resource and the income resource are there, right? So let's suppose you are working on the employee resource, the employee resource you are working, right? So you can create the folder first, the add folder, right? And give the name as employee, right? Employee. And here when you create the folder, right? So every every requirement have the story number, agree? Whenever in the real time whenever any requirements are coming, right, you have the story number, agree? So let's suppose this requirement story number is API test 100. Okay, create the create the employee create the employee data. Okay, and verify verify the same. Okay, so this is your story to create the employee, right? So what you are doing here, you have created one main folder, the main folder the employee, right? What you can do, go to the edit section to record the to record the story description, right? What we can do, go to the edit path and here go to the edit part, and here, right here, there is something. Give me a second. Okay, go to the edit part, right, edit section, and here inside the test section, right, mention the story number, so that you have the reference in that particular folder which story you have created, right, just for the reference. It is not mandatory, but when you have number of requests are there, right, at that time you are trying to identify, right, which story is this, right. So for the reference, you can go to the main folder, and you can go to the test section, and by using the // you can add the story number here. Okay, so that you have the reference. Now this is your main story. Now inside the employee, you are creating one more folder here. The folder name, you can put it like what is your requirement? The requirement is create the employee, and verify the same. Okay, so when you are doing that is the post method and get method to create the data and verify the same data. Okay, so what we can do it here, I will create one folder here and give the name, the folder name, right, give the folder name, give me a second, edit, yeah, give the folder name create employee. Okay, create employee, right, create employee. Now this is your the where you have to create this, add the request, right. So this is your create employee folder, right. Now your request, which we have already discussed here, let me make the duplicate here and move it here inside the create employee folder. Okay, now let me rename this thing. Actually, let me rename this thing. Okay, I have renamed this thing. Okay, and after that, after creating the employee, you are verifying the data. Your create employee, the code is ready, which we have already discussed, right? We have already discussed, right? Now after creating the employee, you have to verify the data, right? So if you want to add both the things, right, get all data or get by individual ID, then you can add the both the call here, right? So uh, I'm adding here verify the data using the ID, okay. So let me rename, correct this name. Okay, so you have added one story, that is create the employee and verify the data, create the employee and verify the data. Okay, now you have added the positive scenario here, created the employee and verify the same. Okay, now if you want to add this one also, get all, if you want to verify the things in the get all employee data, ideally you can. Okay, so I would recommend always you can also add the get employee data. Okay, I have moved it here, I have moved it here. Okay, so now your create employee folder is ready. The create employee data, get the employee data, and then get employee data by using the without any ID, right. This thing is done, right. Now what you are doing here, your create employee is done. After that, your second requirement is coming. In the second requirement is that to test the API test. Yeah, one more thing. This is your, you have tested for the positive things, right? You have added the positive thing, right? Now you have to also add the, the negative scenario, right? What you can do, create one more folder here inside the employee, right? And give the name, add folder, right? So what is the negative scenario? Like the client error, right? The client error. Here you can create one folder name, that is client error. Client error. Okay, the client error, inside the employee, inside the employee folder, not outside. Okay, you have created one folder named the client error, where we have to, or it's up to you what naming convention you are using. You can put it as a negative scenario as well. If you don't want to put the client error, you can put it as a negative scenario. Okay, so it's totally depends on you which folder name you want to put it here, so that that everyone can understand. Okay, now you have added the negative scenario. Inside the negative scenario, whatever the the developer has implemented, for that you have to add the negative scenario, right? So what I can do, I will create the new request for the post call. I will create the new request for the post call. Okay, and what, yeah, this resource URL we are using, will go here and pass it here, right? Pass it here, and in the body I can go to the body and use this body here, raw, and pass it here, select the JSON, right? As a negative scenario, what are the negative scenarios? You can add it, okay. So first, give the save this folder. So give the name. Let's suppose you want to add like a 400 bad request. You can give the name as a create by, add it like 400 bad request, and add inside this particular folder, inside the negative scenario, right? Create employee 40 bad request. Either you can also do like that. Go to the, sorry, it's totally depends on you how you are designing, so that everyone can understand. Add one new folder, and here you can add 400 bad request. I think this should be better, right? Where you can add all the 400 bad request scenario inside this folder, inside this folder. Okay, so you have added, right? Now inside that you have added uh, the 400 bad request. So what are the scenario, right? By applying that scenario, you will get the bad request error message. You can create the scenario here. You can create the scenario here, right? So what are the bad requests? When the bad request is coming, when if you are not passing the things as per the requirement, if you are passing the wrong request, like suppose if you miss the the comma, right? If you will get the 400 bad request. So do not try with all, do not try with all, anyone's you can take it. Do not remove the each and every property, remove the comma, double quote and the colon. Try test with only one, it's sufficient. It's sufficient to do that. Okay, so you have added, you can see 400 bad request, right? And here you can write the code, like what code you can write it here for the bad request, or if you want to verify, response code is equal to 400, right 400, and here you can print the message print the message. The status code is 400 bad request. Right, bad request, and here you can verify the actual and the expected. Here you can verify the actual and expected, right? And in the else part you can use the same thing here, right? The status code is not something like that, is not, right? If you want to print what status code is coming from the server side, you can append this thing, right? Where you can append here, wherever you want, you are trying to print the message. Okay, same here.
Because in this if part, else we will use else block.
Okay.
Okay.
So you can use like that. When you call, you can see your test case. 40 bad request. Where is the mistake? I think we have to use dot code inside the dot code we are fetching, right? Dot code property we are fetching. I think we have to use dot code. Okay, dot code okay, and then try to run. You can see it here, right? Why this 2 times is coming? Oh, why I have written this?
You have declared both.
Okay, correct. I have written the wrong syntax of else. Now you can see. Okay, so if you get the 200, then it is a bug. It is a bug. Okay, similarly whatever the scenario, because of that you will get the 400, you can apply it here. Like if you not pass the as per the correct request, like first name is required, and if you are not passing the first name, then you will get 400 bad request. If let's suppose anything let's suppose anything date of birth, the date of birth is decided by the client, you have to pass in the format of dd, mm and yy, but what you are trying here, you are passing in the wrong format, like mm, right? So it is the bad request which you are trying to do it here. Okay, so in that case you will get the 400 bad request. Okay, so the scenario which are related to the bad request, in that scenario you can add here, and you can add inside the 400 bad request folder. Let's suppose let me duplicate, right? Let me duplicate, and here I am using because there is not any validation, so it will get pass. What I can do, let's suppose email ID is mandatory and you are passing as a blank. Okay, so in the real time right now there is no validation is set, that's why you are getting the 201, but in the real time as per the requirement you will get 400 bad request. 400 bad request. Clear? Now what you are trying to do, we can try one more thing, like you are passing the invalid resource, the resource which is not exist, right? This is also one of the case. So you can see, oh, it's returning 404 not found. Okay, no, we can't add this thing inside this one. Okay, so like that, if whatever the scenario it's related to the 400 bad request, you can add inside the 400 bad request folder. Clear? Now the get employee using the ID. So let me go here and save it here. I will create one new request, right? New request. And here guys, if you are, let's suppose here give the proper naming convention, right? Let's suppose what you are trying to do, because of that you are getting the 400 bad request. Let's suppose here you are trying to do not passed the mandatory property, mandatory value. Okay, so that when you read this you can easily understand. Here you can give it as a like bad syntax you have passed, bad syntax. This I have removed the comma, right? That is the bad syntax. Okay, remove the comma and let me call it is the bad syntax. Okay, so you can give the name as a bad syntax. Okay, so you can see the bad syntax. Okay, now 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 okay, now add for the get. So I'm not asking this thing is done. So it depends on you how many scenario are comes under the bad request, you can add it here. Okay, now I'm using the get employee by the ID. Okay, so I will copy this thing and pass it here, right? And I will try to call here. You can see you are getting the 200. Okay, so what scenario I can apply for the bad request, because here we are not passing the body. So in the get call we have the less thing, for the bad request. So I can try something like that. Any bad request in the get call, let me, because you are not passing anybody here, you are not passing anybody, then what you can do, no, if you remove the resource, so you will not get the 400, it will 404. And if you pass the employee ID invalid, then okay, so I think there is not any 400 in the get call, right? Because we are just passing the URL and trying to connect, right? So in that case you don't have to write for the get call. If you in your case, if you are getting the 400, then you can add, but at my situation, at my scenario, I am not able to get the 400 in the case of get, so that's why I have not added.
Sir, if we pass wrong ID, employee ID.
Yeah, wrong employee ID, sir, you will get, if anything you are passing in wrong thing, then you tell me what error message it should be.
Not found.
Then why you can add under the 400? Okay, okay, and after that your 400 is done. Now you can create the one more folder here, and inside that you can add the 401 like unauthorized, un 401 unauthorized. Okay, 401 unauthorized, you can use it, right? But in our case you will not get, because it is our local server, the validation is not set it here, so I can use this one. But in the real time you have to use your particular application server. Okay, so I don't have any 401, so I can pick to up this one, the go rest service. Okay, so I can use this one. Let me duplicate this thing, let me duplicate and move it here, in your case you don't have to take use like that, because in my case I don't have the 401 for in this particular local server. That's why I'm using some other service, how you can do that. Okay, but in your case you will definitely have. Okay, so I'm using this particular call to add the 401 unauthorized. Right here, what I can do, the first thing, do not pass the token. If your requirement is you have to pass the token, you have to pass the token. So first scenario, what you can apply it here, do not pass the token, right? And then let me remove the code here. Let me remove the code from here. Okay, and then you can the pre-request is done, body in the body we are using email ID, email ID. Why this error is coming? Comma. Okay, here now if you call, you can see it here, you are getting the error message, right? Here you can give the name as create user, something like create user, and you can give the name here like token not right. Clear? If anyone read this thing, are you able to understand what I'm trying to do it here? It's clear, right? Agree?
Yes.
Now here you have to write the code. Here you have to write the code for that, right? To pass this particular test case, right? So what you can do, let me copy the code from here. I don't want to again write the things. Let me go here and just change the value. Okay, here you can go and you can use the code. Status code is 401 unauthorized. 401. It's up to you what message you want to print it here. Unauthorized. It's very simple to do that. That's why it is more used in the client side. More it is frequently used by the client in the real time, the Postman tool, because anyone can do it actually. The even product owner, the Scrum Master, they can use the Postman and they can hit the things. Okay, your client can do that. That's why it is more popular. Okay, so status code is unauthorized, and here what you have to change 401, and here what you have to change 401, and here you can print the message like here you can print the message for the status code is not 401 unauthorized, right? And here, correct. Now you can see in your case, in this particular service, you are getting the error message also. If you want to verify, generally if you are getting any error message as per the requirement, then go and verify that message. Go and verify that message, that particular message. Then tell me how I can verify. Quickly tell me the code, how I can verify. Tell me guys, how I can verify this message.
First, we will parse it to the JSON body.
First, parse the response body, okay, and then JSON dot parse we are using, and then response body, correct. And then you can store this thing inside one variable. You can take the variable name like res user body, something like that. It's up to you. Okay, user body. Clear? Now from this user body you can fetch the data. Okay, you can fetch the data. Right now add the verify the error message. Here you can type verify the error message. Verify the error message and then write the code here. Test. Error message is when error message error message we can
Authentication.
pass. Give me a second. Mode of customized message I want. Uh, Error message token error message when we not pass the token, something like that. Error message when we not pass the auth token, authorization token, right? And here error message here you can print the message. Here you can print. How I can print the message? Response body, or you can append this thing, or you want to pass your own message, then you can simply remove this thing and pass. Okay, authentication field, and here you can write actual and expected. What is your response body dot data is equal to what is the value? This is the value. Dot message also, right?
Yes.
Message also, message, right? And then you can use this value here, right? Correct. And control B to beautify the code. Control B, it will get auto arrange.
So which data will give
Okay.
index number? Data index 0.
Why? It is JSON object. It is not array, sir. Is this array?
No, no, no.
Then, right now you can see you are verify the data. Similarly, if you want to verify this particular property, the client also wants to return this things, then you can also verify this thing. How you can? The same way you can write it here and you can do it. It's very simple, like meta meta value is null. Meta value is, even I don't know what is why this coming. Okay, it depends on the project requirement. Okay, so you don't have to waste the time to understand why meta is null. Meta is null. Okay, and here what I can write it here, meta, correct? Meta, okay, and null. And let me call. Okay, null is not a string. It is a simple. Sorry, I pass in the string actually. Okay, you have to use like that. Correct. Correct. If what happened, let's suppose token you have not passed, then every time it will show you the 401. Let's suppose you have not passed the token. Let's suppose you have not passed the token. And now you can see, let's suppose you have not passed the token here, right? And if you get the response, then your test case will get failed. Correct? Then it is a priority one, very, very critical bug, which you have to report. Without passing token, you are able to perform the action. Then it is a very, very API security issue, security related stuff, which you have to report. Clear? So let me remove this thing. Okay, and let me call. Now what other scenario you can write for the 401? I can do, I'm passing the token. I am passing the token, but that token is invalid. Correct? So in that case, you will also get the error message. right? So here what message you can give the name? Can I write invalid token? Correct?
Yes.
Okay. So if you call, you can see it here. Correct? Got it? Right? Now, then what other things you can do it here regarding the token? If anything, if it is, the oath 1.0, oath 2.0, do not pass that token here, right? Do not pass the token and pass the invalid token and try to do that. Whatever the token you are using, because it depends on the project to project. Some project you are using bearer token, some they are using oath 1.0, they are using oath 2.0. Okay, so like that you can apply the scenario. First time you can pass the some first time you can pass blank token and then invalid token, right? You can try like that, and you can see you are able to get the unauthorized error message. Okay, similarly if you are getting the same error message for the get call, same unauthorized error message, then you can add the get call also here in unauthorized folder, in unauthorized folder. Okay, now
Can't we write a generalized this one query for
yes,
bad request? What?
I will come to that point, ma'am. Okay, so you are saying that this code is common for this too, right?
Yes.
Yes, you can do it, right? So I was thinking let add all and then I will explain you. Okay, is that fine?
Okay.
Okay, so correct. Now you have added the 401. Now what's the other thing you will get? 400 not found. 400 not found. 400 not found. 400 not found. Clear? 400 not found. Okay. So let me close all the thing. Okay. Now you can see this folder structure here. When anyone can read this thing, right? Are you able to understand what I'm trying to do it here? If you not, you are going inside the request. If you look at this folder structure, are you able to understand how I have written the things? Clear? Right? This
Yes.
folder, it's clearly say what you are trying to do it here. Clear? Okay, inside the 404 not found, you can add the scenario for the 400 not found. Okay, so you can take this one like I am taking the my local server. Okay, so this one, so I will go create the new request and pass and post and then pass the body here, pass the body here, pass the body and raw pass body and select JSON. Okay, and what you can do it here, let me correct this thing. Okay, in which case you will get 400 not found, right? Like something you are trying to like if you pass the invalid resource here,
Valid resource. Yes.
right? So you can do it here, right? So you can write the code here. Let me copy this code and paste it here. Copy this code and paste it here. 404 not found. 404 not found. 404 not found. Where it gone? 404 not found. Okay, and here similarly 404 not found, 404 not found, and here you can change the things, not found. Okay, and here 404 not found. If you call, you can see your paste it. And if you don't want to write this code, you have one more thing, snap it here. You can take the help of, here you can see status code is 200. The status code is 200. Instead of that particular code, you can write this code also. It's okay, because there is not any other validation, right? So you can also write this code, just simple change the value here. Basically it's use the function. It uses the function. Inside the function they are using the pm.response to have status 400, and it's print the message. If this this is the actual, right, and this is, sorry, this is the expected and this is your actual, right? So it compare both the things. If it is passed, then it will print this message, pm dot test, pm dot test message which you want to print, right? And the function name, right? This is the syntax of that. This is the, sorry, let me write it here, pm dot test, and here you can write the message what you want, right? And here function, right, function, okay, and here sorry, here you have to use close, not square, function, and then the curly bracket, right, and then this is the basically syntax of that. Here you want pass the message which you want to print, and the function, the inbuilt function they have, right? The function, in that function they are using pm object, and they will go to the response and asking, I want status to have status 400, simple language.
Because actually function, is it the inbuilt something like method in
Yeah,
the Postman?
yeah, right, ma'am.
So it fetches the name or what we give, or what is the exact use of that?
Sorry, come again.
I mean, what is the exact use of that input function
You
method?
can, you don't want to write this code. This code I have written on, you have written this thing, and the Postman also providing the ready-made thing. If you want to use this thing, then you can, instead of using this line of code. The Postman also providing the some ready-made stuff, who are weak in the coding, who don't who don't want to do much more coding, right? Simply they can use this snap it. It's okay, it's okay, you can also use, it will work, 100% work, and this will also work. So why we have why I have explained you, this code, so that you have the coding practice, you can write your own code. Okay, so you can use also this code, no problem. Clear?
Okay.
When I come to the snap it section, I will explain you what are the snippets they are and how you can use that. Some of the snippets are already explained, like get an environment variable, right? Get a global variable, get a variable collection. These things are already explained, right? Clear, ma'am?
Yes, Venkatesh.
Okay, so I'm personally, if ask me, then I'm not using the snippet. I always try to use my own code. It's up to you. Which one you feel easy, you can use it. If you write your own code, then the flexibility is in your hand. Okay. So I have written this thing, and you can see it get passed, right? Okay. And let's check if any other things, any other scenario here you can apply, so that you can get the 400 4. This one is 404 now. Let me change the name. Okay. And what name I can put it here for this particular request? Create employee. You can give the name like resource is not exist, right? Or invalid resource, something like that you can. Correct?
Yes.
Okay. Now this thing is done. 40 not found. Now we have also 40 not found in the get call. In the get call, right? So we can create the request and we'll try to use this one. Okay. And pass it here. Give the name. Like if I am passing the invalid ID, let's suppose invalid ID, you can pass it here. Okay, so what invalid value you can use it? 99979, any invalid thing you can use it here. Okay, and let's try to call. You will get the error message, right? You will get the 404. Let's copy the code from here, right, which I have written here. Okay, and paste it here, right? And let's give the name. What name you can put it here for this particular request? Get data, get the employee invalid ID. Can I write like that? Correct? Okay. Now if you have any scenario 404 is done, if you think there is some other also, then you can use it, like in the get call you can use the invalid resource and pass the valid employee ID. I think you can apply that thing also. Okay, so I will copy this thing. It's up to you how many request scenario you can add it here, guys. Okay, I have used the invalid one, and let me call. You can see 404 not found. So let me copy the code from here and let me let me go here and pass it here, right? And give the name get. What name you can put it here? Get get the employee in something like get the employee invalid in invalid resource type. Okay, right? Similarly, you can do it for the get all data. Get all data. Okay, so you can copy. Let me. Okay, I don't want to make duplicate. Let's delete it. Let me create the new request and let me copy the things from here and pass it here, right? Because here we are not passing the employee, so we can only pass the invalid. Okay, and how many methods you are using? Only put the, not for every scenario you can do it, like pass the invalid. Not, this is not the ideal way. How many methods are using, like post, put, patch, right? You can do it for that only one scenario you can add. Okay, here I can give the name get all employee, get all employee, get all employee, get all employee invalid okay. That now there is one more thing. If you are thinking that you can add some more, you can. Now the concept is clear how you can do that. If in your real time, if you are thinking there should be some more scenario you can add, then you can add. Okay, currently I am discussing the first requirement, this one. Okay, now we have one more client status code. If this status code are using in your project, then you can add, guys. Please keep this thing also. If they have not implemented this thing, like if you pass anything invalid things here, anything you are passing like invalid data, they instead of 400 they are using 404, or they are using some other status code, then you have to create the folder like that. Just take the, it is you can take this example just as a reference how you can do it in the real time. If let's suppose in your project, if they have not using the 400 bat request, they are using some other status code, like if you go here in the GitHub, I think they are using 422 something status code. Generally we are not using, but GitHub requirement they are using 422 unpredictable entity something, right? So you have to create the folder for that status code. Okay, now we have one more thing. Let's suppose in your project you are also getting the 403, that is forbidden. So you can create the folder name 403 forbidden. And here you can add the scenario for the forbidden. Here you can add the scenario for the forbidden. Okay, so in which case you can generate the forbidden, because I think in Go REST or in our local server we can't. I think somewhere we have. Let me go here. Give me a second. Yeah. Let's suppose we have like here you can see 403 forbidden. I think in the GitHub requirement I explained you in the GitHub requirement when you will get the 403. Here you can see it here. This particular the repository here, what I'm using the post method, I'm trying to create the repository, right? And this particular organization, I think it is not exist for this particular user, for this particular token, for this particular user, right? So you can see it here, you will get the 403 forbidden. In your project, it's very simple and straightforward. Very simple and straightforward. Your token is correct. If your token is wrong, then what error message you will get? 401 unauthorized. Right? If you are passing the right token, but you are trying to access the some other data, you are trying to perform the action using the some other data. I'm trying to create the repository, this repository using the some other organization. Let's suppose this is the organization of Rahul. I'm trying to create this repository inside the Rahul organization. Then you will get 403 if in your project they have implemented. And you will come to me and you will ask me the question, sir, I have applied this scenario in my project and I'm getting like 401 or like 404 bad request. 400 bad request, right? I'm not getting 403 forbidden. Then and you explain me that when you pass some all the things right, but you are trying to access the some other data, like if you pass some other user ID and you are trying to update the things, right? If you pass the other user repository name, organization name, and you are trying to update the things. Right? Not I am asking only this organization, anything which you are using other person, right? You will, and they have set the validation on that. Then you will get 403 forbidden. Right? So in your project, let's suppose you are not getting this thing, right? So you don't have to worry, because as per your requirement, they have some other status code like 401, because 403 is similar like 401, right? Or they have implemented 400 bad request. But ideally, if you think, it should be 403. Okay, so let's try to map this thing in our folder. Okay, let me copy the things from here. Let me copy the things from here. Okay, let me use this body. Right. Let me use this body, and here I can bearer token. Let me copy this token. Right, here you can see it here. Here I'm trying to, if I pass the valid, let's suppose this is my valid credential. If I log in, you are successfully able to generate the token. And what you are doing, I am using your ID. I'm very much interested to see your account, right? I use your ID. I pass like Aman ID, Aman 123, right? And trying to do that. You can see 4034 written, right? So what I am trying to do it here, or let me take this call also, so that you have the reference. So that you have the reference. Okay. Post method. Okay. Let me go to the my workspace. Okay, so in our case, we don't have the 403. That's why I'm using some other service. So do not get confused. Close all the things, open the new request, select the post body, and pass the thing. What are the URL? This URL I'm using. Pass the URL body here. Pass it here, and let me take the body here. Let me take the body. Go to the raw and pass the body here. Select the JSON here. Select the JSON here, and this is your token. You pass the correct token in the bearer token. Go to the bearer token. Pass the token. Pass the token and try to call. You will get this error message. Right. Now let's save this thing. So create the repo something like invalid organization, or you can use other organization, something other org. Okay, you can put the name like that, and where in which folder you want to store. Inside the 403, save it. Right, now let's write the code for that. Let's write the code for that. Copy this one and go here and pass it here. Right, similarly you have one more request, this one, right? So I will copy this thing, right, and pass it. This is the different service URL, so do not get confused. Okay, so let me copy and raw and pass it here, and JSON, if you call, okay, method not allowed, you are getting this particular method is not for that. So I will use the post method. Can you see it here? This particular method is, I have to use the post method, and I was using get method, so that's why you are getting 405 method not allowed. So let me use, I pass the invalid ID, and you are able to get 403. Right, so let me save this thing. Let me put the name, or what name you can put it. uh, mm, uh, invalid user name and save it, right? And write the code here. Right? Now, one thing have you noticed, if you think you can add some more scenario, right, you can. So in the real time, you don't have to, you are working in some one application. If you are not getting the 403, then take the some other application. You don't have to do such type of the things. This is very stupid thing. You have to use your service. You don't have to worry about the other one. Okay. So one thing you can see, everywhere the code is same. Here you can see the code is same. The code is same. So I can do one thing, remove the code from here and remove the code from here, right? Save it and use this code at the folder level. Edit section, go to the test section and use the code here. Okay, so this particular code which you have written here, it will applicable only these two, not for the others. Okay, so whatever the you will write it here, if the code is common, then you can write it here at the parent one. Okay, similarly, if you copy this thing, right, let me remove these two things here, because in other you are getting, okay, these things are common there also. Okay, so what I can do, remove, give me a second, I will take only 5 minutes. So oh man, what happened? Remove this thing. Let me go here and Control X, save it and click on the three dot, go to the edit section, go to the test section and write the paste the code here if you think that thing is common. Right now, same thing you have to go for the 40 not found, and here you can see the code is common, then Control X and same code if you are using here, then remove it from here, and if you are using here also. So this thing is decided in the beginning. Okay, so you can go ahead and go to the edit folder, go to the test section, paste it here. Okay, now same thing you can do it for the 403, the last one, this one. Oh, 403 now we have to change the message. 403, give me a second. 403 forbidden. Okay, and here you can change the message 403, and here you can, okay, and here you can change the thing 403 and let me call pass. Now copy this thing, Control S, save it, and here inside this particular request, same here also, remove from here also. Okay, save it, and here also save it, and here go to the folder level, edit folder, write that you can generalize your code, and when you run the whole collection, go and run collection. So this collection is ready, right? When you run this collection, you can see it here. Can you see the pass 404, 404, 404, 403, 403? You can see the validation. 401, one get failed. I think some issue we have, because we don't have the we did not pass the mandatory thing. Yeah, here because
Vikash,
yeah,
similarly, we can use in the main parent folder also, that is on negative scenario also. Within that, we have these folders, right?
yeah, within that. But if you apply the code here, then means it will applicable for all. right?
Yes,
So
that's what it will be applied.
yeah, it
If
will
we,
be applied. Let's suppose I am applying the code here. Today is working day or holiday?
It's a working day. Actually, it's becoming late.
Okay, I will take only 1 minute. So let's suppose if I pass it here, if I pass it here at the parent level, okay, and let me run, let me rerun. Now you can see the failed one. Can you see here? If you go here and check pass and fail, because it's also executing this thing which you have written here, right? And it also executing the code which it's written at the, why its new folder get added? Okay, so it also executing this thing here. Okay, so that's why I have specified the folder and written the common code inside that particular folder, right? So guys, like that you can design, right? In tomorrow class we can discuss the patch, put and delete. Clear?
Okay.
So because like among the request
Yeah, guys, the class is done. If you want to continue work, you can. Yes, sir. Tell me.
within the folder, what are failed requests? It will show in running the collection, no?
Yeah, within the folder. Here you can see inside the folder, I have added all the things. Employee, inside the employee, create employee and the negative scenario.
Okay.
It clear
Custom.
architect, clear designing.
Custom.
Yes, sir. Tell me, sir.
Yeah, I have sent a message actually in the chat box. That is snapshot. Even I removed other Java, but this one is unable to remove.
You are unable, no problem. You can
Yeah.
install the new one, and when you go to the environment variable file, you can change the path there. When you set the environment variable file, you can change the path there. So leave it as it is. If you are not able to remove, then it's okay. Install the new one, either 11 or 16. Install the new one and then check the version and let me know. Okay.
Okay. And one more thing, okay, sir. This automation class, can I listen one more time from any other batch?
If you want to attend, yeah, you can from 13
From
Monday.
30, no?
Yeah,
Okay.
13. Okay.
because can you please share the updated document? You have it handy so that will the practice on get back if something.
In the document, only theoretical section is there, not the coding part, ma'am.
Oh yeah, yeah,
So,
I got that. Just to get the headings.
okay, no problem. Yeah, I will share. Okay.
Yes, Prakash.
Yeah, and
Anyhow,
also I will share this collection. You are asking about collection?
yes, yes, I was actually asking that.
Okay,
Can you
you
please share
said
this one?
document.
Sorry, that's my
Yeah, I
mistake.
will share this one. Yeah, that I will share actually. Both one I will share. Okay.
Yes,
Both one
Prakash.
I will share. Okay. And yesterday, let me provide you one more. If you want to do the practice, one more. Let me provide you one more REST API. One. Yeah. This one is also very good one. You can do the practice if you want to take as a reference. So this one is the where you can book the create the books and all the things here. This particular RESTful API using this here you can see get book, get booking, and create booking, update booking, right? And these all are the feature. Here you can see here is the requirement. Here you can see they are also using the token, something like create token. They have provided the admin user and the password and the field which you have to. The same thing I told you now. The mapping which I have explained you everywhere it's same, everywhere is same in the real time, or you can take any example, it's same. It is same or not, guys? Tell me. Which I have explained you, the post method, URL, body, the header, the request body, the status and the response, It is same. You can
Yes,
see.
Prakash.
You can see the property name, value, data type. It's same, no? Right?
Yes.
So our server will support this
No, you
service
have to
also.
use this particular service. They have provided the URL. This one. For the auth, this one, and for other request, you can use this one. This is your URL for this particular, action. Okay, so you can take as example and you can do the practice. This is also a very good example which I find. Okay, so let me share. Okay, which you can take it as a practice. Okay, and try to install Jenkins, right? So Suvendu, at your end, the setup is done or still taking processing? Suvendu, are you there? No? Okay, fine. So thank you guys. Thank you. So we'll meet tomorrow and complete the designing section. Okay. Thank you guys. Bye bye.
Thanks,
So
Prakash.
we have the last class will be on Friday. I will take the last class on the Friday. We have another 4 days class. In the 4 days, we'll complete all the things. We don't have left much more thing. Okay, so we'll complete all the things. Now you have to
Because
do the practice. Yeah.
this Postman Newman is left, I think, that part. We
No,
will do.
no, 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 no. We have to do, sir. We
Okay.
have to do.
Yes, yes, sir.
Don't worry. We have to do it. So have you done with the installation?
Yes.
The okay, can you share your screen?
Okay, 1 minute. It is showing me create admin username password.
Yeah, so you can, it's better to create on. So you can put the username and the password, confirm password, full name and email ID, then save and continue.
Okay.
Okay, and
Any
remember the password and username, because when you next time will come, then you have to, it will ask the username and the password.
okay. So and any as per our choice we can keep, no? Username password.
It's up to you which username and the password you want. It's up to you. You can.
Okay.
Okay, do not go with the continue as a admin. Okay, you
Uh,
can put your own whatever you want to put it, you can here.
okay,
Okay,
save and continue. Okay.
yeah, save and continue. Okay, after that you will get the home page of the Jenkins. Clear?
Okay. So by this username we can log in and we can
Yeah,
debug.
and save the URL, save the username and the password, so that every time you have to use, do not forget. Okay,
Okay.
yeah, thank you guys.
Thank you
Bye
guys.
bye.
Bye.